And something wonderful happened many years later. This guy was making a speech in St. Paul, who happened to be an African American. He was making a political speech, and he found out that particular night that he was making that speech in St. Paul, that they deemed him to be the next president of this country. And that night, laying in bed, you know, I thought about all of those times. I thought about Jim, I thought about Frank, I thought about Tony, and I thought about Dave Boswell, and where we've come because of baseball and because of teams like the Twins, where we've come this far. Not only him being named the president, but the fact that guys like myself, and we can stay in the same hotels now. We can eat in the same restaurants. We can walk on the street without fear. And all of those things happened since that particular time. I just wanted y'all to know that. In this time now where we are, it wasn't always this way, but it's turned into a wonderful time because of these teammates teaching people that we can work together, we can live together, we can worship together, and that whole bit. I just thought I'd just bring that up right quick.
Let me just add something to that, because it gives away my age. But you'll find in this room, this might be hard to believe, but Julio will remember in spring training of 1958, maybe even where's Julio? When I say I got it, I got it. For sure. I would ride with our bullpen coach, Joe Fitzgerald, from the Cherry Plaza Hotel in Orlando, Florida, to stop at the Saddler and pick up Julio Becker and Lenny Green, because they couldn't stay in the same hotel with us. It's hard to believe that that still happened in our lifetime, so that's kind of what Mud was referring to.
Dave is the only white guy could relax in Harlem. I just want to share And I want all of you to remember Earl Batty, because Frank had an experience with Earl Batty when they were riding to Florida for spring training too. Remember that? You remember that incident? Anyway, it's yes. Oh, with the I'll tell it. I'll tell it. But this was about that time when things was happening in our society, where no matter where you live, we still didn't know what to do with one another, and incidents were still happening, even in Minneapolis. And I remember when the Twins come into the league from Washington, all of the African American players in the league felt great, because we were going to a place in the Midwest. We were going to Minneapolis and St. Paul, and you could relax. People didn't call you names and that type of stuff. So it was one of those many wonderful things. So I roomed with Earl Batty at that time. He was there, one of the few black catchers in the league at that time. We had some wonderful nights. So we're going to the ballpark. I'm riding from St. Paul to the ballpark with Earl Batty every day. And you always saw the trees and birds, and everything was wonderful. So one day we're going down the street, and I see this little man out there on this lawn. Have you ever seen? Yeah, that's like that. They have a lantern. You all seen them things? So I said, I said, stop the car, stop. He said, what for? I said, no. I said, you see that? He said, yeah, I've been watching it for about 3 or 4 years.